Hey guys, it's Adam. It's Monday, so here is your minister's moment. We made it to October, y'all. Level 10 of Jumanji, 10/12ths of the way through 2020. Let's take a second and celebrate that how close we are to putting this year behind us, right? It's also October, it's spooky month. It's the time where we break out the scary movies and huddle together on a couch and spill our popcorn from jump scares and so on and so forth. Kind of like in December, we break out the Christmas movies and we huddle around and hug each other for different reasons than we do in October. It's spooky month. It's supernatural month. It's the month where we think about all the dark things in this world, and it's actually kind of a good reminder that spiritual warfare is a real thing. It'll be sometime this month that I give the teens my spiritual warfare lesson and reminding them that this stuff happens. Jesus fought it constantly in his ministry. It goes all the way back to Genesis and the serpent talking Adam and Eve into eating of the knowledge of from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, all the way to the book of Revelation that gives you kind of a backstage glimpse of spiritual warfare that happens. Stories with Daniel and Ezekiel, they're all over the place, guys. There's stories in our Bible to rival some of the scary movies that we see in theaters these days. There's scary stuff. And we as Christians, we're beings of light. We are beings of love. We are beings that are supposed to look like Jesus. And, James talks about how the demons believe in Jesus and shudder. We are not people who are called to make people afraid. We are not called to make people scared of us or inspire fear in others. We inspire love in people. But it's a good month to remember spiritual warfare is a real thing. We got to look out for that. There's all kinds of stories throughout the Old Testament I think about Samuel after he anointed King Saul and he went about and tried to get Saul to do the right thing, and Saul was constantly doing the wrong thing. And one of the things that Samuel said was, don't mess with like witches and spiritual forces and everything. And then Samuel dies and Saul continues on his road of messing up. And eventually Saul goes to a witch to conjure up the spirit of Samuel, which she does, take note. And she does, and Samuel appears and he's like, Saul, dude, this is like exactly what I told you not to do. All throughout the scripture, there's stories of Jesus and Christians, and yes, we need to go out, we need to face, spiritual forces in this world. Our battle is not with flesh and blood, but our battle is with the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. But guys, this is not something for us to laud. This is not something for us to like, to enjoy. The dark and terrible things that happen to people in this world. You go to a third world country, speak to a missionary in a third world country, and the people that they minister to have zero doubt that Satan and his minions are alive and active in this world. We should remember that when we, dismiss a lot of terrible things that happen in our world today, that, spiritual forces can't have any kind of influence on that. Yes, they can. We as Christians, be careful what you mess with. When it comes to Ouija boards and things like that, they're sold in stores alongside, regular board games. With I think the age limit is like 13 and up. You've only got to be 13 years old to summon your first demon. Be careful in this world, guys. Look out for each other. Encourage the good. Have fun. Get together for Halloween. We dress up. We hand out candy to each other. We get out in our community and have fun with it. That's fine. But don't cross that line into messing with demonic forces and dark things in general. Okay? We are beings of light. We are made to follow Jesus. Demons saw Jesus and were scared of him. They should be scared of us too. We follow him. He goes with us, Psalm 23, into the dark places. Let's do what we can to bring light and love into people's lives, even in, spooky October and everything like that. So just message today is be careful what you're getting into. enjoy your time. Make sure that everything you're doing is about love and encouragement and mercy and grace, and not getting into dark and terrible things that are creating fear in others. We inspire love, just like Jesus. Got it? Love you guys. See you next time.